I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to teach you how to make cold brewed coffee, something that I've recently been introduced to. In the summertime, we don't so much like to brew coffee for breakfast in the morning because it's just too doggone hot. So I thought, let's give cold brewed coffee a try, and we have done it, and it's positively amazing. When you cold brew coffee, it cuts down on the acidity and the tannins in the coffee, and you really have an opportunity to taste the full-bodied flavor. So if you're a coffee lover and you haven't tried cold brewed coffee, come and let me show you how to do it. We're going to get started, and we are using a new angle, and we're going to kind of switch back and forth between the two, and this is kind of a test run, so you will let me know, please, what you think of it once we're all done. So I am going to kind of go back and forth between the overhead cam and the handheld cam that Rick has. What we're going to make here is, yeah, that one, cold brewed coffee. And I've been reading up about cold brew coffee, and I've seen more than one person make it, and the benefits of cold brewed coffee are that you're making basically a coffee infusion. You're allowing the coffee to naturally steep, and it is lower in acidity, it's lower in caffeine, but it's got just as much flavor, and it's much...
The taste is amazing.
The taste is amazing. It's much less bitter, and I'll tell you, we enjoyed it so much. We tried this yesterday, and we're going to make more. Yesterday we did this in a 2-quart jar, and we drank about half of it between me and Rick and Molly. There's probably about a third of the bottle left. But what the ratio is, and of course this is all to your personal taste, is about 1.25 cups of coffee grounds to 1 quart of water. Now I have a gallon jar here. I'm hoping that this will get me through a better portion of the week, because Rick and I will each most likely have an iced coffee in the morning, and Molly might have one too now, she enjoys it so much. But I'm gonna go ahead, and I forgot, let me grab my canning funnel because it'll help facilitate getting the coffee grounds into the jar. Like I said, this is a 1 gallon, it's really a mason jar, but it's for storage. Now I have, this is 12 ounces, this is not quite 2 cups, well, a little over maybe, I don't know. It's probably, I didn't measure. I'd say it probably is closer to 4 cups of coffee grounds. And then you're just going to fill this with cold filtered water. And you're going to let the coffee do its magic. And as you fill this, you might want to go ahead and stir it. It's going to look ugly, but once the coffee grounds get wet, and once they have given up all of their flavor to the water, they will actually float to the bottom. Well, they'll sink to the bottom. They won't float. They'll sink to the bottom. But while you're filling up your jar, give it a stir, and you can make this in as big or as small a jar as you like. I know that we're going to be drinking this all week, so I'm not worried that I'm making it in a gallon-sized jar. Now, the grounds will absorb a lot of the water, and they will use up quite a bit of space after they absorb. And then what you'll do is you'll filter this, and what I'll show you how we filter that tomorrow when we come back and we show you what it looks like, because it's just amazing. You're not going to believe it. It smells really good. And it's really easy to do. And if you are a coffee lover but have found that you can't drink coffee for one reason or another, mostly because it gives you intestinal distress, or maybe you have a problem with other issues, this cold brewed coffee may be the answer for you. I'm not going to fill it quite all the way up. I'm going to stop right there and get my water filter out of the way. And then I'm just going to seal it up. And then Rick is going to take this to the outside refrigerator, and we're going to let it do its thing. Like I said, once the coffee becomes completely waterlogged, it will sink to the bottom, and then about this much of your jar will be nothing but coffee grounds. In the morning, I'm going to filter this into another jar or two, and we're going to filter it through a yogurt strainer, which is a very, very fine metal mesh strainer. So we'll come back when it's time to strain this, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, it is tomorrow morning. Wasn't that the magic of video? All of the coffee grounds have settled to the bottom here, but you can't see them yet. So we're going to strain this, We're going to strain it. And what I have here is a 2-quart jar, and I have a canning funnel, and I have one of these nifty little yogurt strainers. And this has a super fine mesh in it. And this is...
You could also use a reusable coffee filter.
You could reuse a reusable coffee filter. This is actually a finer mesh than that. But that will do, because these grounds have swollen. I just happen to have these on hand. I got these in a pack of 2 at our local hardware store, and I totally forgot I had them until I was straining the first batch of coffee that we made, and then I went to find them, and it worked like a charm, because I tried straining it through a coffee filter, and this one was much better. Now, because all of the coffee grounds have basically settled to the bottom of this jar, it's really easy to just do it through this. And you would just use this however you would choose when you were going to make iced coffee, or you can heat this up. You can actually cut this in half with more water when you drink it, and depending on how strong you enjoy your coffee. I'm going to give this, you can see how beautiful this is. It smells incredible. Mm-hmm. Oh. That's more perfect than the other one.
There's a little bit of acidity, but that's because the oil is floating on the top.
And then I'm just going to add coffee to the top.
Wow, that is good. It's really good.
There you have it. Really easy, and a different way to make coffee, especially in the cooler months. Maybe you don't want to heat up your kitchen. Maybe you just don't have a coffee maker. This is a way that you can have coffee. You're going to have to strain it. It's a little extra work. You have to wait a little longer, but in the end you have a non-acidic, less caffeinated coffee that you can enjoy anytime you like. Make sure you keep this in the refrigerator, because it can grow mold. Remember, coffee is an organic product, and it will mold if it's not kept refrigerated once it has become moist. So I hope that you try making cold brewed coffee, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber, so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram and Google Plus and Blogger. I have a blog over there, and you can take a look at that. You can subscribe to that feed as well. And don't forget that every recipe that you see me do here on YouTube, with the exception of a few earlier ones, you can access all of the recipes over on my website, noreenskitchen.com, where you will find printer-friendly versions of those recipes, so you can print them out and keep them for your own. So, I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!